Hello, this is Mr. Green Thumbs, and today I wanted to showcase a project that I completed back in May. I believe I planted all these gorgeous containers up around Mother's Day. The goal of the project was to create a tropical paradise, or a tropical oasis. The customer wanted this whole entire patio surrounded and completely filled in with gorgeous tropical annuals. So I wanted to show you the progress that these containers have made over the last couple of months. And I also want to talk to you about some of the plants that's featured in these containers. So I figured we'd start off here at the entrance. When I did these two planters, I wanted them to look similar, but I want them to look different at the same time. So they kind of mirror each other. They kind of got the same theme going on. But this one here, it showcases angel face, caladiums, begonias, ipomea, or some of you may know it as sweet potato vine, and super bells. So when I plant my containers, I try to use the thriller, filler, and spiller method. So that way, you know, it creates some interest in the garden. You have your height, you have the middle of the container, and then you have the things that trail and spill over. So for the height in this container, I went with a pink angel face. This one's called Perfectly Pink. We have some caladiums in here. This one is called Flatter Me. Just gorgeous variegation on these leaves. Selenia Yellow. This has like a double bloom on it. This is a Rieger begonia. This particular variety of sweet potato vine is Red Hawk. Kind of has a reddish tint to it, and it just trails and cascades over the edges. My other trailers are Super Bells. This one is Lemon Slice. They look like little miniature petunias. And if you come over here on the side, I've incorporated some Tangerine Punch. That is a Super Bells as well. There's some lantana in here too. So there's a lot going on in this container. These are all Proven Winners varieties in this whole garden. What I love about the Proven Winners plants is that they require no deadheading. They bloom all the way from planting till frost. So all the plants that you're gonna see here in this garden and in these containers is all Proven Winners plants. That's all I spec, that's all I use, because when I plant them, I know that they're gonna perform, and I know they're gonna look good all season long. So for this other planter, for the height, I did some purple fountain grass, some lantanas, more of the ipomea, superbena, and some more super bells. Again, this is purple fountain grass. This lantana here is citrus blend lantana. This ipomea is called Raven. It has a very nice blackish greenish foliage. It's variegated. It's like a two-tone. Super Bells yellow. And I just love this one here. This is Superbena Peachy Keen. Marvelous peach color. So lots of reds, lots of oranges, lots of yellows. I just think that these containers look great greeting you as you walk in to the patio. So the goal of this project was to create a tropical oasis. The customer said, I want my whole patio to be filled with beautiful, gorgeous tropical flowers. She wanted the whole patio enclosed, and she wanted it to have a very cozy feeling. So I think we accomplished that, okay? There is a lot of different colors and textures in this container garden. You can see that there is repeat themes and repeat plantings. So there is calla lilies in the ground. There's 3 different colors here. We have our red canna, an orange canna, and then we have yellow canna. So Those look great in the ground. Those are going to get super big. They're about halfway there. I think by the end of the summer, before the frost take them out, they'll probably get about 6 foot, 7 foot tall. They just have gorgeous leaves on them. Very tropical. Beautiful blooms. This is another one that blooms all summer long, from planting until frost. They do like water, so you got to keep them hydrated. But they serve as very nice focal points in this landscape. Very nice in-ground planting. So, in these containers, I decided to put colocasia as the centerpiece, or the thriller, you could call it. They call these the heart of the jungle. And they call them the heart of the jungle because they look like a heart. And obviously they come from the jungle. These are colocasias. They get super big. These are about medium in size too. They'll probably double in size by time fall gets here. But they are just workhorses. They are performers. They constantly shoot up new sprouts. So you have new foliage that is constantly emerging on these. They keep getting bigger and bigger. The hotter it gets, the more humid it gets, the more they love it. And they love water just like these cannas do. So we have elephant ears in all these containers to add some height, to make a bold impact. All the containers have coleus, sun patiens, super bells, and some different trailers. So they all kind of share the same theme, but they're all different plants, they're all different colors, and there's somewhat some different textures in here. So for this one, you have the heart of the jungle. This is a coleus. This is lime time. Very nice chartreuse lime green color. Here's Supertunia honey. I love this Supertunia because it has so many different colors. And what a lot of people don't know is it changes depending on the weather. So when it's really hot and humid outside, it tends to stay a more yellow color. But when it gets cool of the evening, or if you have a number of cool days in the forecast, you will start getting some pinks, browns, some reddish hues. So a very interactive Supertunia. Now with these Supertunias and Supertunia vistas, there is no deadheading. So the old school wave petunias, you would always have to deadhead the plants to get them to perform and to keep blooming. But with these Supertunias, or the Supertunia vistas by proven winners, you don't have to do anything besides water them and feed them. When they get tired, they kick the splint blooms off. So there is no picking, there is no deadheading. They self-clean themselves and they look good all season long. Also in this pot, I did add some sun patiens in here. This is a very nice pink sun patien. And you can't go wrong with sun patiens either because they're tough as nails. They love the heat and the humidity. Very tropical. This container has coleus again. Heart of the jungle, coleus. This is wicked hot. This is comparable to the Sedona Sunset coleus. Just a very nice desert colored coleus. Looks like the sunset. That's why I love it so much. It pairs so nice with this yellow and the red. There's some Golden Gate lantana in here. This is a nice gold color lantana. Lantanas are awesome. They are super heat and drought tolerant. The pollinators love them, and they put on a show from planting until frost. This thing will bloom its little head off all the way to the end. It'll probably be one of the last plants in this garden to keep blooming when all else fails, believe it or not. These even look really nice in the ground too. So all these plants for that fact. So just because they're in containers doesn't mean that they can't grow in the ground. I love planting in mass with all these flowers in these pots. Here's some super bells. This is a double blooming variety. This one is red ruby. and it has a double bloom on it. I don't know if you can see in the middle, but yeah, almost looks like a little rose petal. These are Bidens. This one's called Campfire Flame. Just something that will add some interest in the pot that I added. And again, Luscious Golden Gate Lantana. So this is a really nice basket. You have the reds, you have the oranges. In this corner, there is some begonias in this pot. This is a Rieger begonia. This is orange chocolate, I believe. This is Supertunia Persimmon. It's a nice cinnamon colored petunia. Creeping Jenny. That's the spiller in this pot. So you can see how nicely the persimmon pairs with the ridiculous coleus. And I love the color of this coleus too. Like a nice deep burgundy, maroonish color. And I anticipate by the end of the season, it'll probably be about this tall. And these elephant ears, like I said, they're gonna double and triple in size. So it'll probably be above this fence by the time it's all over with. Here's that beautiful orange canna. We have fishnet coleus. That's a pretty interesting, cool looking coleus. There is some more sun patience in here. This one is compact electric orange on the side. Look at that orange color. Imagine a whole bed filled with that hot neon orange, or even just a whole container or flower pot filled with that. Just gorgeous. This is a Super Bell too. This one is Scarlet Flame and fishnet coleus. So pretty neat. And I just love these elephant ears. I mean, look at the size of this leaf. The heart of the jungle. Love it. That's a proven winner's variety as well. Here's our yellow canna. He's a little behind, but he's starting to catch up. Just needs some more water on him. Now this one, I decided to put a canna as the centerpiece or the filler. This is a nice coral color or peach colored canna. This is probably my favorite color out of all the cannas. I love speccing this variety in all my designs for all my customers. This is Supertunia Vista Paradise. We also have some osteospermums, or African daisies, in this one. And that African daisy is just gorgeous. I mean, like a slight purple center, orangish, brownish, copper colored blooms. And I just love the daisy-like flowers that they grow on them. These tend to come out more when it's a little cooler. It's been awfully hot here, so they're not looking exactly how they should, but as the fall arrives and things start cooling down, this whole corner is just going to explode in those beautiful daisy blooms. There is some super bean on this one. There's coleus as well. This one's Torchlight. It's got like a hot pink vein, burgundy in the center, and then that hot lime edge. I think it just pairs well with everything that's going on in here. And these vistas are just out of control. I love the Supertunia Vistas. There's two different types of Vista that Proven Winners offers. You have the mini Vista, which tends to stay a little bit compact and it has smaller blooms, where the Supertunia Vistas like this, they have a larger bloom to them. They tend to kind of trail and they'll get a little bit bigger in size as opposed to the mini Vistas. But again, all the Supertunias, Supertunia Vistas, all the mini Vistas, no deadheading. You plant them, they perform, they look good all season long, and they just add such a tropical effect to this garden, especially when they're paired with all of our cannas and our coleus, the lantanas, the super bells, the superbena. So this backyard is just gorgeous. I love the way that everything has filled in. The customer is very happy, and I think it turned out just how she wanted. And for a fact, it turned out just how I envisioned that it would. I want to show y'all this too. This is a summerific hibiscus. This is another Proven Winners variety. These come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. This one is the Berry Awesome, I believe. But just look how huge these flowers are, and look how many flowers there are. You have so many that's already opened up. This thing is packed full of buds all over it. It's getting ready to explode. It just now started blooming. But this is a perennial, so it's hardy down to like -30, believe it or not. So it will grow well just about anywhere. These things do really well here in the south. And I love the black foliage. I love these neon vibrant flowers. You just can't beat them. And they stay covered in flowers for months. This will probably bloom all the way until October. But these just look good in the landscape beds. They do love water. So if you have an area that tends to hold water, or maybe there's an area in your landscape that needs some drainage improvement, this would probably be a good spot to put it. Because the wetter it is, the more it likes it, the more it's going to bloom, it's going to perform, it's going to get bigger. And believe it or not, this is all just one season worth of growth. Or I should say 3 months worth of growth. This thing has tripled in size. You cut them back every year in the fall, and then by July every year, this is how they look. Despite being cut down to the ground in the fall, they grow into this, they stay covered in these blooms, and they just look good all summer long. We do have a crepe myrtle that's starting to boost out into color. This is a Tonto crepe myrtle, and it has a watermelon pink colored bloom on it. And she likes it to stay as a shrub. So we cut it back every year, just like we do with the hibiscus, and it regrows into that every single year. Rose of Sharon, this is a pink variety. I believe it's called Lucy. That's the name of this Rose of Sharon, Lucy. It blooms all summer long, from June all the way till autumn. I think it starts phasing out usually in October. But it has a double looking bloom on it too. Its blooms almost look like a carnation. And the thing that is nice about these newer variety of Rose of Sharon is they don't look spindly. Their blooms constantly open up. They're not sporadic like the older varieties of Rose of Sharon. The older varieties of Rose of Sharon, they would just bloom here and there. They didn't look really full. But these have clusters of 3 and 4 flowers together, and they bloom up and down the stems. So, like I said, this thing will stay covered in flowers all summer long. It just started blooming, and it's off to a good start. It's looking good. Pinky Winky hydrangeas. This is a shrub. This comes back every year. Same way with your perennial hibiscus, your crepe myrtle, your Rose of Sharon. We have a sweet bay magnolia. So this whole backyard has enclosed, it's filled in, it looks very full, and it just looks tropical. We achieved our tropical vibe that we were going for. So now I'm just gonna take you around and I'll show you some more of the containers. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. These pots just look great here surrounding this patio. What a nice spot to just sit back, relax, chill, hang out, have a nice dinner, have a nice drink. It's just lovely. And not only does this look good here around this patio, but Think about how nice that these pots and planters would look at the edge of your driveway, greeting people as you pull into your home or your business, or around your swimming pool, on your back deck. You know, planters serve so many purposes. Another quick area that I wanted to showcase is this driveway, covered with hanging baskets. I lined the whole fence. I just wanted something to really brighten up this driveway, because obviously it's just a dull fence and a boring hard concrete driveway. But just look at how nice that these plants make this space look when they're planted in mass like this. You know, it really brightens up this space and it livens things up. In these window boxes, we did some more angel face for the height. This is angel face blue, Supertunia Vista Jazzberry, and then Lovey Dovey. So this is a Supertunia. This is a Supertunia Vista. Nice pink and white effect going on. This variegated bloom kind of ties in with the pink of this jazzberry. That's why that I chose it. This is a new one for this year. This is a mini Vista. This is mini Vista plum veined. And I love the soft pink edge and the deeper plum colored throats on these blooms. More lovey-dovey. And they kind of alternate. So each basket is somewhat different. I have plum veined, or I have jazzberry, plum veined, and then jazzberry. Because I didn't want every container to be the same. I didn't want it to look the exact same. I wanted to give it some contrast, but I still wanted to keep the same theme. My pinks, whites, and purples. So we'll just add some interest doing it that way. These angel face just look gorgeous in this planter. You know, this serves as the height. These stay very upright. And it just gives you something to look at. Brings your eye right to it. So yeah, these line this whole driveway. The hotter it is, the better. The more they like it. They love it hot, they love it humid. Again, there is no deadheading with these. They self-clean. Once they get done, they kick the blooms off and they just regrow new ones. So they constantly bloom, constantly thrive, constantly perform. And I just love the way that they make this boring driveway look in the middle of this concrete jungle. So that concludes the tour of this tropical oasis / tropical container garden. I hope you all have enjoyed this. We are Mr. Green Thumbs LLC. We are located in La Follette, Tennessee, but we service roughly 13 counties surrounding the Knoxville area. If you're interested in any of our services, whether it be gorgeous flower pots, beautiful hanging baskets, vibrant landscape plantings, just give us a call at 423-494-4114. I'd be happy to come on out and meet with you, and I'll develop a plan that will make your home or your business shine using these gorgeous flowers.